My people, how are you doing today? Today, I want to speak to Rufai Oseni. He's crying about NNPC using $1 billion to buy 20% stake of the Dangote Refinery. And now suddenly, they are saying no, they didn't use that money to buy 20% stake. In fact, Dangote came out and said that was a lie. Rufai, we were telling you from the beginning, the Nigeria you love is gone. The Nigeria you used to know is gone. The Nigeria you know today is the Nigeria you will know no, because it's a criminal country. You are saying 1 billion, Rufai. It was even 2 billion. More than 2 billion they took back then. Let me take you back to memory lane, because sometimes you guys, you forget. People like me, we don't forget things. Let me take Rufai Oseni and those that believe in one Nigeria, let me take them on a journey. If you are with me, let's go there. Listen to this.
The managing director of the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, Mele Kyari, has been explaining why the national oil company is purchasing a stake in Dangote Oil Refinery. Speaking on Channels Television's Sunrise Daily, he says the Dangote Refinery is a business that has implications on Nigeria's energy and fiscal security, and the NNPC should have a say in how it's being managed. He also argues that the decision was driven by the profit potential of the refinery business. Meanwhile, the federal government says it has approved the extension of the deadline for NIN-SIM data verification to July 26. This was communicated via a statement signed jointly by the spokespersons of the Nigerian Communications Commission and the Nigeria Identity Management Commission. At least 57.3 million Nigerians have enrolled for the NIN.
Ex-President Yemi Osinbajo presides over the meeting with 8 ministers, the Secretary to the Government of the Federation and the Chief of Staff to the President.
Listen to the game. Yemi Osinbajo, you have a case to answer. You were used as the gate man of Aso Rock for 8 years while you were in power. You allowed the caliphate, you allowed the Buhari government to use you as a Kasali, a gate man. A gate man in Aso Rock. They used to sell the idea of borrowing $2.76 billion to buy 20 stakes, a 20% stakes in the Dangote Refinery. They used you. You have a case to answer. Listen to this one, people. Make now listen. Listen.
Were all in attendance physically, while others joined virtually. Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, led 3 other ministers to brief status correspondents on the resolutions arrived at by the council.
897,678,800 US dollars for Warri refineries and 586,902,256 US dollars for Kaduna refineries.
We approved 2 projects from Federal Minister of Power. One is the construction of 2x60 MBA 132-33 substation at Gagarawa, Jigawa State. The sum of 154,212,396 naira. Second one is the award of the contract for the engineering and procurement and construction of 2x30 MVA 132-33 substation at Ibioni, Ibom, Akwa Ibom State, in the sum of $6.2 United States dollars offshore plus 1.8 billion naira onshore.
First one actually has to do with the Kano
GBA. Are you hearing them? See how they are quoting the dollars. Rufai Oseni, you say you love Nigeria. You say God bless Nigeria. You say you believe in Nigeria. My question in the name of God is, what is it you have seen for the past how many years you've lived in Nigeria that makes you love that zoo called Nigeria? You claim you're educated, but see the way riffraffs, criminals, scallywags, non-entities, strangers in the land, interlopers in the land. They are coming and they are stealing in open daylight, broad daylight. And now you're wondering, what happened to the 20% Dangote Refinery stake that they bought? What happened to the shares? You are crying now. Let me take you to memory lane, Rufai. I will take you to memory lane to remind you that you are playing with fire. If you assume that in called Nigeria will work. There is fire on the mountain, Rufai. This is why we the Biafrans we are living. There is fire on the mountain. Run, run, run. But you are there saying you believe in Nigeria. Now you are lamenting. Billions of dollars. The cabal, they shared it. Oh my God, have mercy. Let me take you to memory lanes. Listen. Listen. Today after today.
Well, indeed, that is our guest this morning. As introduced, the GMD, that's the Group Managing Director of the NNPC, Nigeria's oil company, is our guest this morning. Mr. Melekiari, welcome to Sunrise Daily.
Thank you very much and good morning.
I do feel like a very lucky fisherman this morning, even though I had absolutely nothing to do.
You feel lucky speaking to a criminal. You feel lucky. Hey, God, Nigerian media. Now they fear well. Probably is to ask for like a favor. I have a cousin, she has first class in chemical engineering. Please, Mr. Kiari, please, can you help her with a job? She's a good girl. She's a beautiful girl. She is my favorite. Please. I told her you're coming for the interview. I feel blessed today. Nigeria. These journalists. Well, let me take you to where they ask him question. Listen.
I'm sure there are lots of issues that they would like to bring to your attention. Gentlemen.
All right, so if you could tell us, because there's been a lot of commentary about the rationale behind the NNPC acquiring stake in Dangote Refinery. Could you shed some light on that?
Let me start from the obvious, which is that Dangote Refinery will come to work. By 2022, it should come into production.
Boom, hold on there. We are now in 2024. You see the game they be playing, you guys. No be today it starts. They said Dangote's oil refinery will come into production in 2022. Nigeria, you are now in 2024. Rufai Oseni, today I want to remind you what is happening in that zoo. Let's continue. You go hear how much they have been spending, claiming they are buying stakes in the shares of Dangote. Oh my God. Make una hear now. Listen.
What that will do is to deliver over 50 million liters of gasoline, and to be specific, into our markets. We're also working on that. They have a connection. We're also working on our refineries to make sure that we fix them. We have awarded the contract for Port Harcourt refinery rehabilitation. And ultimately, we are going to close that of Warri and Kaduna very soon in July so that all of them will work contemporaneously. And at the end of the day, we'll deliver all of them. The net effect is that you're going to have an environment where Nigeria becomes a hub for petroleum product supply. And it's going to change the dynamics of petroleum supply, even globally, in the sense that the flow is coming from Europe today and is going to be reversed to some other direction, will be the supplier for West Africa legitimately and also many other parts of the world.
Oh, this man here. Who is holding this man to account? This man could not meet his objectives. Who is holding this idiot to account? Nobody. That's Nigeria for you. He is still the head of your NNPC. His job there is to be siphoning the crude oil of the Biafrans. And when Biafra comes, that nonsense will stop. You claim to be journalists in that zoo. Who is holding this man to account? Who is putting this man's feet in the fire? Who is putting pressure on this man's head? Nobody. Nigeria, una shame, they shame me. Tfiakwa. You guys, you disgust me. You are cowards. You are good slaves. Slave, obey your master. Slave, obey your master. They sold you an idea how many years ago? You are still here. You are pretending. Nigeria go better, Africa go better, our people go better, oh Nigeria go better, Nigeria go better, Africa go better, our people go Hey, the zoo has fallen. The zoo has fallen. Make una hear. Look, sometimes you need to go back to memory lane. Remind these guys that claim to be the best journalists in that zoo. Remind them. This is how you do your job. I am not a journalist, but it beats my imagination that someone like me, I'm the one lecturing these guys how to do their bloody job. Eh? You have the audio, you have the tape. Take it back and hold them to account. Hold them to become accountable of their words. How can you be the CEO of a company, you set some objectives and nobody is holding you to account? Eh? No milestones, no short-term and medium-term goals, no long-term goals. Nothing is, in fact, you are not being held to account. The job is yours. If you meet target or not, the job is yours. Hi, Nigeria, you guys should discuss me. Listen.
So the meaning of this is that there's an opportunity that has thrown at us. And I'm not sure Mr. Dangote wants to sell his equity in the refinery. I can confirm that it was at our instance that we started this engagement. He did not want to sell these shares in this refinery. I'm sure Nigerians will agree with me that many people have shares in Dangote Sugar, Dangote, all kinds of things that he's doing. That if he has thrown it open to the market, and I'm sure Nigerians will rush to buy shares. Having said that, there is no resource-dependent country that will watch a business of this scale, which is bordering on energy security, which also has implication of even fiscal security of our country, and you watch it and you don't have a say. And for us as a strategy, it just didn't start today. We started this process long before Dangote came on, started his refinery project. We will take equity in very significant businesses that are anchored on the oil and gas operations, fertilizer, methanol plants, small modular, small condensate refineries, and so many other businesses that we're dealing with, so that we can expand our portfolio. But also, because we are the national oil company, we have a responsibility to guarantee energy security for our country. And there's no way you can have that say except you have a say in the board of this institution. And that's why anyone that is going to construct a refinery that is in the excess of 50,000 barrels per day, we'll talk to them, we'll take equity in it as much as we are going to be able to pay for it. And by the way, let me give you a comfort, even for this refinery, Dangote Refinery, we're not going to take government money to buy it. That's the mistake that people are making. They thought that we're going to take federation money and pay for this refinery. We're going to borrow on the back of the cash flow of this business. We know that this business is viable, it will work, and that it will return dividend. It has a cash flow that is sustainable because refinery business, in the short term, will continue to be sustainable. And that's why banks have come forward to lend to us so that we can take equity in this. So we're not putting anything at stake. And of course, more importantly, what you see in the media today, I'm sure that's why what will interest you. A number of very adverse reports, clearly political, some of them, but obviously short of the facts, to say the least, kind of alluding to facts that, this was an inappropriate investment. I think we're very proud that we did this. This is good for our shareholder, which includes all the 200 million Nigerians, which will also be happily buying shares from this refinery if they have an opportunity. But now we have done on your behalf, so that ultimately the value will come to all of us. But there's no way you can watch a business of this scale, of this magnitude, of this sensitivity to run without an involvement of the national oil company. No country does this.
Well, just one other thing that we want to ask you. That's Dangote Refinery is private, and I'm pretty sure it's perhaps just as you have said, we want to replicate the same template wherever we have the opportunity. But how about Nigeria's own refineries, the PH Refinery, the Warri Refinery, the Kaduna Refinery? What's the update on them? I understand they
story, man. You're talking Kokambu. Hi, God, Nigeria. Nigerians, when will you guys wake up? When will you guys learn? When una go learn? You so-called Nigerians, when will you learn? Hey! See the 419. Oh no, due to the profit, we will take loan somewhere. They have taken loan. They claim they took $1.something billion. Not million, no, not 100 million, no, $1.something billion. When you change it into naira, you know how much it is. These guys have enriched themselves. Those in the north, the youths in the north, you say you love your politicians. You are blaming the Biafrans. You are saying we are the problem. But what impact has your politicians done for you in the north? You guys, in fact, now you are like sheeples. You are like sheeps. You follow your master. You follow your shepherd. Anywhere they go, you follow them. You guys don't even know the meaning of development. So I won't even speak to you guys. You guys, you belong to the Stone Age. Lord have mercy. But to the Yorubas, the Biafrans, I hope your eyes are open. Those when say they still believe in Nigeria, I hope your eyes are open. They claim they took $1.something billion to buy 20% stake in the company of Dangote Refinery. At the end, what we are hearing is Dangote came out just last week and said, no. What they bought was just 7%. What happened to the other 13% then? What happened to the millions of dollars they took? The billions of dollars. Aye! Nigeria is gone. Nigeria is gone, my people. But when Biafra comes, we shall take account, because when those companies are coming, the World Bank, the IMF, China, when they are coming with their accountants to say that, okay, Biafra is a new nation, but there are some, auditing we have to do. You have to make some your balance of whatever. I'm sorry, we are not paying anything. If whatever they did cannot be shown, cannot reflect in the land of Biafra, we are paying them nothing. By the way, it's our oil money they are using to do all this stuff. So they have stolen enough. But for me and my people, it is Biafra. For me and my people, we are going home. Rufai Oseni, today, I just brought it to your notice. Make you wake up, shine your eyes. Shine your eyes, Rufai. Shine your eyes. Don't believe the thing you are saying. Shine your eyes. Wake up. They say you are the best journalist in Nigeria. Make you wake up. Nigeria is gone. Nigeria don't fall for ground. Nigeria is gone. I rest my case. For those that have ears, let them hear. For those that have ears, let them hear. I love you. Bye-bye.